knew you'd fit me like a glove the day I fell in love with the way you said my name. I know it sounds crazy, baby, try to understand me, please do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I knew you'd fit me like a glove the day I fell in love with the pictures in my head. I know it sounds crazy, maybe one day I could share them with you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I really don't mind waiting as long as it takes you. I've been searching for so long, so what's another week or two?
Hey, I don't know if you're listening to the things I say. I've been thinking about how I let you down. Remember when I told you I thought that everything was gonna be okay? I wish I could go back, 'cause I'd change every single word and every mistake. Still can't let you go. I can't let you go. Even though I know you're never coming back home. Hey, I hate the fact I don't hear a thing when I call your name. All the memories that the silence brings. Remember when we used to pick flowers for decorating back at your place? But now the only flowers are flowers that I've been laying down on your grave. Still can't let you go. I can't let you go. Even though I know you're never coming back. Remember when you told me you thought that everything was gonna be okay? Still can't let you go. I can't let you go. Even though I know you're never coming back home.
帰ってきたね。火が入ってるから分からへん人だね。
high and bright, like a sun. You were my nova on the run, and I float in a wake of midnight to daybreak. When the winter chill froze you to the bone, you could always find your way back home to your little shelter from the storm. And if you're feeling left up by the weather, you could always wear your cold sweater. It was lying there the whole time. Eyes, tries, slips and setbacks. Somehow I wish we could wind back the clock, back to those days before you got on that stupid plane. But when the winter chill freezes to the bone, you can always find your way back home to a little shelter from the storm. And if you're feeling roughed up by the weather, you can always wear your cold sweater. It's been waiting here all this time. But when the winter chill freezes to the bone, you can always find your way back home to a little shelter from the storm. And if you're feeling roughed up by the weather, you can always wear your cold sweater.